Hello and welcome to Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney. Yeah, I decided I'm just gonna play this now. I've seen Phoenix like 50 times in the past like week. Just for like multiple reasons. And I went, you know what? Let's just play Phoenix Wright. I have played most of the first game, but it's been a bit, so might as well just go through it all. I'll play through this and maybe after I'll start the next Pokemon game, so yay! Yeah, new game. Played this game? Yeah. I have most of the Phoenix Wright games that's on Steam on here, so we'll see how fast we get through them. So, episode 1, the first turnabout. We've been on a detective kick. I've been really enjoying detective games. And I have quite a few in my library, so yeah. Play? Yep. I won't make these super long because my voice can only take so much. I got big voices. Oh no! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh man, I wonder what happens. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. For those that don't know what this game is, you play a defense attorney. We're a defense attorney. I realized I did not give my proper intro. I'm all over the place. I've been working 4 days straight. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Phew. Glad I made it on time. Well, have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. That's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! I know this is. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. They fucking end me. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. This guy was just blessed, unfortunately. In the 23 years I've known him, it's always been true. A grown-ass man. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Yeah, this is a man born with misfortune straight away. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. That's just... But I guess I'm committing to it. That's just what he sounds like. I mean, it is what he sounds like. I've watched the anime. The anime is actually very enjoyable. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your clients. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh. Hand shaking. Eyesight fading. Palms sweaty. Mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry. Yes. Yes. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, by the way, if you said Maya Fey on the first one, there's like a secret achievement. Mia, if you say Mia, and she's just like, what? Oh, we're doomed. Oh, this is over. Victim's name? Yeah, I know this one. Glad I grabbed the case report cover to cover so many times. I read the case report, okay. What was it? It's Stone, right? Cindy's... Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. The defendant. Cindy Stone. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No, no way, I forgot. Drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Press what? Tab, Phoenix. Fucking listen when I speak. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. Begging you.
Yeah, I know.
So we got Mia Fey, age 27, chief attorney at Fey & Co., my boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, age 23. You've known him since you've been born? That's possible. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Then Winston Payne, age 52. The prosecutor for this case, lacks present, generally bad at getting his point across. I like how he has that in his notes. Lacks presence, shit at talking. Thank you. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. Oh, I think if you say Mia Fey here, she's like, oh my god. It's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I just know this. I mean, we kind of saw it. But yeah. She was struck once by a blunt object. Oh, I guess I just didn't actually go over this. Time of death, 7:31, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Can I have a cheat? Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. What's this tab? What's the tab you want me to press? Yeah. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, to stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. His eyes twitching.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... I think I wait and see what happens. I'm gonna stop him this time. I'll stop him this time because I know what happens when you wait. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I just want to drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went... What do I do? Have him answer honestly, yeah. I know, send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh my god. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime.
Oh no!
Order in the court.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank
Sawit to the stand. I forgot how absurd the names were in this game. Mr. Frank Sawit. He saw it all.
Yeah, I saw it all.
Mr. Sawit,
you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony.
The witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working, sorry?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Okay, blackout record. Electricity in Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes,
yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying?
The client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. This seems a bit extreme. Open the court record with tab. Maybe what do you mean? Then, point out the contradictions in the testimony. What is this tab? You keep asking me to press. Alright, I know immediately a simple contradiction. So with door to door, it's at the end here. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Which is very odd, considering that the time of death was between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., so why would he say that? Hey! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Nuh-uh! Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Phoenix, what the fuck? I'm sorry, it was just How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, Oh,
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
Nuh-uh. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Yeah. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Yeah? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I'm gonna... Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I'm gonna cross-examine you so hard. Where is it? See, I heard time. There was a voice coming from television. Oh, that's crazy. Wasn't there a fucking blackout?
Hold it right there.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Again! Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it! There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Okay. You saw a clock. I guess that explains it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Alright, so hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear it, I saw it. Let's press him. You can press to get some information. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. I guess I could see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. Table clock? Table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Explain that more. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. The statue, I mean, I think that's what I have to do. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There's a clock. That's a clock, I was saying.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you see. Tilt it, and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony? Yes, actually. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit? The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your minds. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard I saw it suck.
He's not happy about that.
Shut up, I hate you. Yeah, it was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
This is not helping you, dude. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, is this true? Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. Better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing.
How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Uh-oh. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Indict? Is it indict? It might be indict. I don't know. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination, Mr. Frank Sawit.
Come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason. You'll have your proof. Right? Right? Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. They explained it before. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's her passport. She was in Paris. So there's a time zone discrepancy. She just hasn't set the clock back when she returned. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Call an ambulance! But not for me. Order, I say. Well, shit. Well, that was a fucking case. This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Good. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. I probably won't do this any more times, right? Right. Right? Okay, wink wink. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Who set up the confetti poppers? And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim was at home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew. Still can't believe we won. Great! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Is she this glad? If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. I'm ending it all tonight. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad, Larry. No, we're not doing that tonight. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Oh no! That's even worse for me.
Thanks. I really owe you one.
I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. And then after, I'm gonna see the rope in my bedroom. Larry, no. In game. Oh no, I couldn't. I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. Keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
She's fucking 23. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she What the fuck is she talking about? It's the statue.
Take this!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. I need to change the text speed next part. You never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me, you passed up dinner before. I'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me, yeah. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
The end!
Yes, I would like to save my progress. Yeah, that's where I was previously. What day? What do you mean I last played it in March? Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm not playing it again. Yeah, I was at episode 4. I was some pretty good ways in, actually. Oh, do save that. Yay. Double save, because I'm stupid. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been?
Well, lonely, it's all your fault.
Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha, so
what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys.
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working?
That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger.
I don't remember last time I had a good burger myself. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal.
Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Maya Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not coniferous. You're not coniferous of cogniferous. Yeah, that's what that says. You're not coniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fay. I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. No! Oh no, who could have done it? No. Red, white, blue. Okay. I'm gonna stop us there for now. I think that's just a good intro point to leave off, because it's the start of the second chapter. I think just getting through first video, being first chapter is good enough. But I want that little extra bit in there. So, yeah, I love the Phoenix Wright. I love Phoenix Wright, but I only know so much around the first game, and I have a bunch of these in my library. So, this is my way of forcing myself to play them. So, yeah. We'll get to episode 2 in the next video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.